Hello everyone, this is Mumbo here, welcome back, and today we are back on the HermitCraft server. It is now episode 21 and I am very happy to see you. In this episode we are actually going to be doing some decent stuff, which I know I have been lacking. Yeah, I have not been doing much in the way of decent things in the past couple of episodes, and you guys have taken to the comment section in your numbers. You're like, look, you cannot just spend a whole episode breeding some cows and building a door, which it turns out I actually did wrong. We'll head over to Zombie Cleo's base in a little bit to take a look at that. But what I really need to do is get to work on this sugarcane farm. It's been a very long time coming and it just has to be finished. I cannot just keep putting it off. I'm very daunted by the size of the project. It looks pretty large, but I think once we get going, we should be able to get a pretty decent amount of work done on it. Now, like I said, I'm going to be using my little triangular design that works very nicely. I did a tutorial on it back in the day, so you can take a look at that one. I think we've now been working on this for around about a month, so that's quite embarrassing. I don't usually do that kind of thing. Usually I am straight onto projects and getting things done, but unfortunately just loads of things have been happening, and I will explain all of those in a little bit. I'll do a time-lapse type deal where I just talk over it. But first things first, I want to head into the spawn town and take a look at the Redstone consultancy to see if A, we have any payments, and B, to see if anyone has put in another challenge. There's been rumours that some people have been wanting to, so I might as well take a look at that and see what all of the other hermits are up to. So let's take a look. Nope, unfortunately we haven't got any payments or any requests, so I'm feeling very unpopular. As I've mentioned many times, if you are a hermit watching this video, head over to the Redstone consultancy and you can get yourself a fun little redstone device. I promise you this one will work first time. You know, it was the first build for the Redstone consultancy. I was nervous and I built the door wrong. So we're going to head over to Zombie Cleo's base and see what kind of thing I've done wrong. In fact, speak of the devil, look at that. Zombie Cleo is right there. She doesn't even know that I'm here. Oh yeah, we are just creep-shotting her up right now. That sounds odd. Hello. Oh, cheeky. But anyway, yeah, we're actually going to head over to her base right now and take a look at how we can fix this door, because extremely embarrassing on my part. Extremely embarrassing. For those of you who missed out on the last episode, this is Zombie Cleo's base, and what a glorious establishment it is. Let's just take a look in here. She's working on a museum, which is a great idea. I can't believe no one's ever really thought of that. I'm sure people have thought of that. In fact, there's a big museum in town, but this is like a proper natural history museum. I think it is actually based on the Natural History Museum in London. Like, it's laid out just how this one is. I remember something in her video about how this staircase is how it is in the Natural History Museum. I can't really remember, but all I know is this looks amazing. I wish I could build things like this. I just don't have the patience, or I don't know. I couldn't do something like this project, but it looks absolutely great. But here is the door, and I have fixed it, thankfully. We did a lot of redstone wrong there. I'd never really played with daylight sensors, and it turns out they don't power the block underneath them, and even if they did, I had a torch on the block, which means that the door would have closed during the night and opened during the day, which is the complete opposite way the Zombie Cleo wanted it to go. So all of that has now been fixed. The first Redstone consultancy project is completed. I have offered a discount, but she kindly declined it, which is lovely of her. So happy customer and a happy builder, I guess. But anyway, now we are going to head back over to my base and take a look at what we are going to be doing in this episode. It's gonna be great! The first thing that I really have to do, and I have been putting this off for a while, is we have got the sorting system down here for all of my mob drops, and they are racking up. Look how much gunpowder we've got. That is incredible. A huge amount of gunpowder there. So yeah, we have to sort that out. We might have to set up like a second set of chests that are going to fill up with gunpowder, because otherwise it's going to back up into the system and do what this one has done. Oh no. So I've got to fix the sorting system. It turns out what I do is I dispense all of the rotten flesh into lava, because I don't want any of that rubbish sitting around in my chest. No siree. Just rotten flesh is the worst thing in Minecraft. Ugh, hate it. Ugh. So here is the sorting system, and down here you can see it now is where all of the rotten flesh gets dispensed into. So say we throw a bone into here, you'll see it fires out into that little flame there. But what happened is that wasn't working, and that meant that all of the zombie flesh just backed up into this system, and it was not working well. And yeah, I'm gonna have to do a quick fix on that one, so I'll get to work on that, and hopefully we can sort out this sorting system, if you get what I mean. Having thrown out all of the zombie flesh from all of the chests and the hoppers that it backed up into, and I can tell you it backed all the way up to this hopper here with zombie flesh. Like, that is huge amounts. You can see just all of the stuff on the floor. My frame rates are really suffering here. Like, I know you can't tell, and whenever I complain about frame rates, people are like, oh, you should try playing on my toaster. I get 2 frames a second. And I'm just like, look, shut up, alright? The frame rates are bad. If you notice, the frame rates are bad. And they are struggling right here. I am having troubles. But now that we've done that, we've finally solved that problem. That is fixed. We have tons of space for arrows, which means that, well, we're going to have tons of space for arrows that we're never going to use because we have far too much of everything. But that's not an issue at all. We are going to get to work on the other projects, so I am going to surface myself, and let's get to work. So the first big thing that we've got to do in this episode is we have to clear out this area, so I am going to get to work on that one. And also another thing that I really fancy doing is enchanting this other stack of books. We did the first stack in the other episode, and I fancy doing another one, so perhaps in between progress updates or even a montage or time-lapse, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm a multimedia kind of guy these days. It's not just progress updates. I start throwing that kind of thing about, you know, making the videos look a little bit fancy. So, yeah, you might get a montage or a time-lapse, especially if I do both. But I'm going to get to work on clearing out this area and also get to work on the enchanting. And let's see what I can create. So I just thought I'd take this opportunity whilst the time-lapse or montage or whatever I do, haven't recorded the video for it just yet, doing the audio before I do the video again. I just wanted to have a little chat to you, ask you a couple of questions about what you think I should be doing. Now, the first thing that comes to my mind is, what do you want me to do on HermitCraft? Because obviously I've got a couple of big projects I'm working on, like the Sugarcane farm and future stuff. Do you want me to do more stuff with the other members? Perhaps do a couple of collab episodes where I actually record with another person? I'd be up for that. Or do you want me to do more pranking? And I know that's always a popular suggestion, but in all honesty, would you like me to prank a couple of members? I haven't done any pranking so far, quite simply because that's not what I normally do, but I would love to do it if you guys would enjoy watching it. I can imagine, I can think of so many fun things I could do as a prank. Now, the next thing that I want to know is, as far as HermitCraft is concerned, would you rather have one really great quality episode of HermitCraft a week? You know, really great quality. I would use the other last couple of episodes as an example, but they aren't because they're really rubbish. If we go back like 5 episodes and take a look at some of those, and then you will see what kind of quality to expect, then that is what you'd get from the 1 episode a week. Or you could get 2 episodes a week, but they wouldn't quite be as good, like they wouldn't have as much progress. And if I'm honest, in my opinion, I am more partial towards the 1 high quality episode a week, because I really like just recording over the week, doing like a log of my progress and finally uploading it and seeing what I have created. If I did 2 episodes a week, that would sort of be diluted, and I don't know if I want to do that. Now, the last thing that I want to ask is, would you like to see longer HermitCraft episodes? I generally keep them around about 20 minutes, and I personally feel like that's a really good time, because I don't have, say, 45 minutes in my day to just sit down and watch a video. That could not happen. I wouldn't be able to do it. So I'm fairly put off by long videos, and I often find that 20 minutes is sort of the ending point. That's where I start to drop off in interest, and that is why I keep them at that length. But if you do disagree, I mean, I'm quite busy. If you're not that busy and you've got that kind of time, then that is fine. Say, look, I want these HermitCraft episodes to be longer. So what I want you to do is go down to the comment section and number your replies all in one comment, please. Don't try and make it all hectic and do different comments for each answer. It would really help me out if you could put some input in, because user input is one of the most helpful things for a YouTuber, and this would just really sort me out. I would be very happy to see what your responses are, and I will take them to account. So get down there, start commenting, and anyway, back to the video. Let's go. So as you saw from that little time lapse there, we have made a bunch of progress. Not only did I clear out the entire bottom area of this thing, I went a whole bunch of layers down. So now we have got an absolutely massive hole. This goes it's quite impressive, isn't it? I like looking at this. This is like, yeah, I did that. I know it's not a particularly big hole, but I think it's just the way that we did it in the V formation. It's looking good. It will look even better once we get all the sugarcane in place and all that dirt. And I never thought I'd say that. That dirt. I can't wait to get that dirt in. But it's just going to look great. I don't know how many layers of sugarcane we're going to be able to fit in here. I haven't quite worked that one out yet, but I'm sure it's going to be a lot, and it's going to look pretty impressive. But I also did a bunch of book enchanting. We got the full 64 books done, and I got a ton of decent enchantments. No Silk Touch or Fortune though, which was a bit unfortunate. However, I have left all of my enchanted books over at the Ender Ender. I've got all the good ones still in this Ender chest, so I will put those into the correct sorted out system. But before I do any of that, I have just caught wind of the fact that Zombie Cleo has paid in her ransom, or her payment, not ransom. I'm building redstone, I'm not kidnapping people. And yeah, I'm going to head over to the spawn village and take a look at what we have got, which is very exciting. While we're heading over to the spawn village, there is a couple of things I just want to have a chat to you about. And the first one being where HermitCraft has gone for the past couple of weeks. I have been uploading episodes, but they haven't been the normal. They've been a lot more talky, which some of you are really enjoying, which is fine, but they are just a little bit less progress, more chatting and fanning about, which isn't really my style. And the reason for that is quite simply, my grandma died, and I don't want to say it so bluntly because I'm sure some of you are just like, oh, I feel quite bad for complaining, but for me, my grandma had Alzheimer's for 10 years. Now, I'm only 17 years old, so all my memories of grandma are pretty much pre-7 years old. And that means that in the last couple of years, to be quite frankly honest, I haven't been as in touch or as close to my grandma as I perhaps could have been if she didn't have Alzheimer's. And it's all really sad. But the person that it hit the most was obviously my mum. She has just lost her mum, so she took a week off work and she's just been at home, and we've been trying to arrange the funeral because it's quite far away, and it's all been quite a lot of admin work. And also because I don't record when my mum's at home, from a practical standpoint, my mum being off work is causing a bit of issues when it comes to recording videos. And I'm not complaining about that. I'm not going to be like, Mum, you're so selfish taking time off work. No, nothing like that, but that's just how it is. And obviously, my mum knows about my YouTube channel, and she knows that I do make videos, but she also knows that I don't record when she's in, just because I find it to be too awkward, and she sort of understands that. So that's okay. But the next thing that I want to talk about, this is a lot brighter, sorry for taking that down a little bit, is that Zombie Cleo did actually upload a video of her experiences as me being the redstone consultant, and it is so funny. I found it absolutely hilarious. So, hang on a minute. Oh no, where is it? Has she actually paid me before I say loads of nice things about her video? Saying nice things about her video and then she hasn't actually paid me. I'm going to try and find it. Is it in this chest? Oh, I'm going to have to go back and watch her video to see whereabouts this chest is. Because there I was getting all excited to pick up my stuff. She might have put it in my base. I have no idea whatsoever. But it's a really amusing video. There are some moments that actually just made me giggle quite a bit, and I would definitely suggest checking it out because it is quite funny. But I'm going to head back over to my base and then watch Zombie Cleo's video again to try and find out where she put my chest, and I'll catch you in a bit. Truth be told, I've been a bit of an idiot. Of course it's in my house. Where else are you going to put a large amount of money? You're not going to put it in there where everyone can access it. No, sir. You're going to put it in my house. So we're going to take a look at this. Mumbo's Humble Abode. Wipe your feet. There we go. And payment as promised. King's Ransom. King's Ransom is a horse! I got a horse! Oh, well, actually, don't know. It might be a pig. Who knows? We'll take a look at that in a minute. So, wow. I'm assuming it's a horse. Holy guacamole. Oh my god. This redstone consultancy idea was the best one I have ever had in all my days. Let's take a look. Let's head over to the... I mean, sure, you know, I haven't actually said thank you for all the other things. 2 diamond blocks, 5 gold blocks, however many, 4 stacks of redstone blocks. Oh, wow. I mean, Zombie Cleo, if you ever need any more work doing, I'm your guy. I'm your guy, alright? Okay, let's head over here. Don't know which one is King's Steed. Oh, there he is. There he is. How do you tame a horse? I'm gonna have to take a look at some videos on how to tame a horse. I've never done this before. How do I put armor on a horse? Right, saddle, armor. Oh, you look bad, man. That's like the Jaguar of horses there. Woo! I'm excited for this. Okay. Can I control him? Yes, I can. Oh, what a beast. Jump. Not much of a jumper. Oh, how do you jump on a horse? Right, you know what? I'm going to have to take some time. I've never ridden a horse in Minecraft before. I'm going to have to take some time to work out how to do this. And I'll catch you in a bit. I'm going to make the assumption that this horse isn't actually very good. And I'm not saying that this is a bad thing because I'm having a lot of fun just hooning it around the town. But yeah, it's not particularly fast and it doesn't jump very high either. In fact, no, you know what? It might be quite quick. I don't know. In the comments section, tell me if my horse is good. Rate my horse, please. But now I'm going to head back over to my base. And you know what? I might do it on horseback because I don't need to travel through the nether on this bad boy. Come on, King Steed. I'm starting to think, though, this could be either King Happy's or King Daddy D-Mac's horse that Zombie Cleo has just chaved or I've commandeered and am now riding it. I mean, just to let you know, I thought I'd point this out. Look how good the tree farm looks. That is an amazing structure by Azuma Void. What a cool one. I haven't actually shown that in any of my videos yet, and I find that to be incredible. But anyway, we're heading over here. Oh, horses can't swim. Charge! Jump! Nice work. Please don't drown. My first experience of having a horse and I've drowned it. Right, let's head over to my base. It would have been faster to go through the nether, to be honest with you. King Steed, you are not that great. But anyway, over to my base. Let's get to work on this sugarcane farm. It's been a long time coming. Step 1 of building our sugarcane farm is now almost complete, and you can see, oh, that's going to be really frustrating. We just need to break all of this ice here, and hopefully we should create a good water flow that will come right to the edge. Yes, we are building things to the correct dimensions. That's what I like to see. So keep flowing, and this one here, and that one in the corner. Is there one in the corner? Yeah, I think we broke it. So there we go. Our water flow system is now in place. It looks a little bit rough around the edges, but most of this back here you're not actually going to be able to see. And as you can see, I have put wooden flooring in. I probably could have done ice, but the thing with that is it doesn't really matter how long it takes for the sugarcane to get to the edge. So I'm not really that fussed, and I don't have that much ice, and to get to a snow biome would take ages. So now I am going to start placing in the dirt and our sugarcane and all the pistons, and we'll see where that gets us. Now the first little piece of the first layer is complete, and may I just tell you, this is much easier to do in creative mode. Woo, there are a lot of nooks and crannies that you have to get into, but at the minute it is working well. It's taken probably around about 15 to 20 minutes so far, which isn't particularly bad, but considering we have got to go all the way up to the top there, I may be speaking a little bit too soon. Now I have made a slight modification to the design, because the original design that I showed off in the video, that had an odd number of blocks going in this direction. I think it was 17. This one, on the other hand, uses 18, so that means that we are going to have 2 pistons in the middle section, and I will get on to doing those in a bit. Now the blocks that I'm using, as you can see, the ones on show, they are going to be made out of wood, and then the ones out the back are just going to be cobblestone, because no one's ever going to look at them, at least I hope they're not, and it's no big deal really. You don't have to make the back of your redstone look pretty. I could go all out and use iron blocks and things like that. Maybe if we had an iron trench, it would probably be the most easy to farm block. But we don't have an iron trench. We're running off a single little iron farm that we have in the small chunks. So although it does produce a lot of iron, it is nowhere near enough to do a full iron block kind of structure. But anyway, I am going to get back to work on doing this one. Maybe with the next... Oh, see, that is what keeps happening. That is what keeps happening, and it's really starting to cheese me off. But, yeah, I'm going to get to work on the other side, and then see if I can do another layer as well. But there is a bunch of things that I've still got to do for this one to work. It's going to take a while. I have now officially run out of wood. I had 15 stacks of logs, and I am fresh out, and I haven't even done many more layers at all. So I'm going to head over to King Happy's base and get to work on his tree farm. That thing is just amazing. It allows you to just plow on through, gathering as much wood as you need. I really do need to build one of these, but hey, let's take it one project at a time. I'm struggling on this one already, and I've just thrown the ender pearl the wrong way. For God's sake. I have some really great news for you all. Basically, I have found out that the more layers you do, the easier it gets because of the way things are laid out. So for example, by default, all of these pistons are extended. That means that I can place all of the dirt on top of the piston heads instead of having to like shuffle them along, which takes a while. And I have recently taken to, instead of bringing buckets along and then creating infinite water sources, taking ice along. And I never used to do that because I never used to have a decent supply of ice, but now I've got a good amount of it. It's all going well. So we have done only just like 1.5 layers so far, but I can see this going quite nicely. The only thing that we are missing, and it is quite essential, you may have noticed, god damn it, that's so annoying when that happens. We are currently missing the sugarcane. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if I even need it. I am now around about 4 layers up. I don't know how much I'm going to do in this episode, whether or not I'm going to finish the full farm or not, but I've been working on this for around about, I'd say, an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes, and I feel like we are doing pretty decently, to be quite honest with you. It's actually not going as badly as I thought. I've been very daunted by this project for a while now. However, I don't think I'm going to continue doing the standard progress updates because they're becoming very same old. Like, yep, I've done another layer. Oh, I've done another layer. Oh, look at me, I've done another one. And yeah, you just don't want to see that, do you? So I'm probably going to do a montage of it. This time I might set it to Pro Letter April Showers, or it might be Crafted Movie Door Song. Whatever floats my boat whenever I'm trying to edit this video. Who knows what could come out. But anyway, I'm going to get to work on the rest of this farm. We are approaching the top now, so I don't know, we might be able to get it all done. That would be good, wouldn't it? But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I've got some bad news. You thought I was going to end the video. Well, that's because I am. I am going to end the video right now. I feel like we made a decent amount of progress in this one. A lot more than the past couple of episodes. I am getting back into the swing of things. I sort of went off HermitCraft for a little while, I'm going to admit it to you. And I am back with a vengeance. And I am going to be enjoying everything that I do on HermitCraft. At least that's the plan. But if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.